Hi guys, welcome back. Today's gonna be a pretty short video because I just want to kind of share some sketches and talk about my experience today going to the live drawing session here for the first time in Beijing. So in case you missed it, in my henna freckles video, I talked about how I was posting my previous sketches and drawings on social media, and that this person saw and asked me about where I attended these live drawing sessions before. So I said it was in my in school where I did my master's degrees, and how I was kind of sad now that I don't get to do them anymore. And so he told me that he models for this student-organized live drawing session here, and it's hosted at this art school here in Beijing. And he invited me to go, and this was I would say weeks ago, maybe a month or two ago, but it was winter break back then. So he said whenever school is back in session, they would start doing it on weekends. So finally this weekend they did it for the first time for the spring quarter, I believe, and I went, and it was overall a really amazing experience. So I guess I'll share you some of the sketches I did while I talk a bit more. So I showed these two in the intro because these are the ones I did yesterday as a little practice, because it's been a while since I've drawn the human body, and both are from Lord Layton's collection, and I purchased the book after going to the museum because I loved it. The room was actually really well heated, but I think he started with his jacket on for two poses, but I thought it was interesting too to draw the jacket. And then this one, he was holding an umbrella, which I thought was super interesting. Like, what scenario would this be? You're sitting outside naked with an umbrella. Also, I'll put how long each sketch took on the upper right corner. I would say it was a pretty small session with 4 people drawing, which is kind of new to me, because when I did my life drawing classes at UCL, it was usually like 30 people. It was a packed classroom. I found it really nice to be able to move around and pick your spots a bit more freely, since there were not that many people, and you could just go anywhere and draw from anywhere, and you wouldn't be in people's way. So I thought that was just such a great plus. If I were to pick which 3 I think I liked the most, as in poses as well as my execution of the drawing, I would say first of all the one with the umbrella, because the light, we had one blind open because there were like these bamboo outside, so no one could really see in, and it provided this really nice natural light that the fluorescent light inside just couldn't do, and it was shining on his collarbones and chest, and it just created such amazing contrast. And that's where I started my entire painting from. I remember, by drawing the shadow of the collarbone. Another one that I really liked was the one where he was laying down and twisted to the side. I just thought it was an interesting angle. His body was in tension, and it felt like a scene in an oil paint of a man in struggle or something. I started with the brown, dark sepia charcoal pen, and then I went over with the black charcoal, and I think it created great clarification of the lines and the movement. Another one I liked was the longer one, the 20-minute one, I believe. He was just lying on the ground and we were chatting, and I like having longer rendering times because I get to capture how light hits the body, because when I don't have that much time, I am more focused on the form, but when there is more time, I get to also push the depth and pull in the highlights and stuff like that. So the people that were in the session with me, we all had, I would say, pretty different styles, and we were drawing from different perspectives. So it was really cool at the end when we were looking at each drawing we made together, and we could see how we interpreted the pose and how we drew it from different angles. And one of my favorite ones is this one, where we were directly kind of like facing each other, and by looking at her drawing and mine, you can almost create this perfect 3D position that the model was in. And this person really was amazing because she was drawing with ink, and I have this fear of not being able to erase, but I do think I need to practice a bit more with drawing with ink, because I think it trains you to pay attention to the way your pen lands, and it forces you to be precise. But yeah.